Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding Aaron and Brock Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or who is you?
I'm Nero.
I'm Beyonce.
Oh.
I'm Nyambi.
Beyonce. Okay.
I'm Nyambi.
Okay. And this is episode 354.
Hey.
Hey, y'all. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and no Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's black with no K. What's going on?
Well, before I even jump in, cue it, Nero. Alice Trebek. He done went on to be to his next journey. For all of y'all who know, he's the one who's hosted Jeopardy for what? The last 30 plus years?
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting through that prostate cancer. Well, a few years ago, he had stage 4. And he fought on. He hosted episodes that will air now through Christmas. His last day of taping in the studio was October 29th. So when I tell you this man literally worked up into his death, he only got a long weekend off. And he passed away. He passed away yesterday morning, Sunday morning, surrounded by family. I'm not sure what to bring to the funeral because I haven't went to many white funerals. I'm not even sure if they eat there. But because I see Alex, he's very classy. I've never seen him outside of a suit. I never seen him without his hair laid to the side. I think I'm going to bring some orange cranberry scones for the family because I have a feeling that white funerals might take place very early in the morning. Okay. What you bringing to the funeral, Neil?
Everything bagels.
Any cream cheese? Any cream cheese?
Yes, all of the assortment of cream cheeses and everything bagels.
But just shout out to Alice Trebek, another soldier gone on to the next journey.
I think another one we need to add to this is King Von. It was a rapper who got killed over the...
Like shot?
Yes.
Wow.
I need to add him to the list too.
Was he a rapper from New York?
No, he was actually a rapper from Chicago. So he was in that drill scene. Mm-hmm. He was signed to, was it Lil Durk's record label, Only the Family.
Okay, well,
and he was shot and killed in Atlanta. And they published recordings of the security tape of him getting shot, and
oh my God,
it was horrible.
Well, what we bring to that funeral? I think that's just a traditional ham, honey baked ham for me. What you bringing?
Spaghetti.
Ooh, that's a heavy one, Nero. Wow. I mean, Alice Trebek lived to 80. Any memories of? I don't have memories of this young man who passed away. I wish his family peace and solace.
No, I think King Von was just on the on the up and up. You know, he recently had an album that came out Friday, and I think he was killed on like Wednesday or Thursday.
Wow.
So
thanks, Nero.
Hey, just trying to get it all out at once.
Nero. Any other thoughts about the king who passed and and Alice Trebek?
Alex.
Jeopardy.
Let me tell you, Jeopardy
became a theme when we were in Detroit.
It has become a thing. Jeopardy is definitely a thing that has been around.
And Wheel of Fortune
has been around all through ages. You know, Jeopardy reminds me of the time where we didn't have cable in Detroit.
Did you know any of the answers?
No.
Okay, go.
We didn't have any cable in Detroit, and it's that time where you get off of school and like the midday cartoons are going off.
Yeah, it's like right
Power Rangers
before,
and
right
shit.
after dinner, depending if you're early or late dinner.
And then the news came on, or either Jeopardy came on and then the news, or the news and then the Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, there's nothing else to watch, and the only thing you hoping for
it's Jeopardy.
Yes, and it's like you trying to answer the answers, but you ain't know shit.
Never mind. Let me not get focused. I was like, has there been a black version of Jeopardy? Some of them questions you'd be like, listen, sis, how y'all
it's
be
called
knowing
Black
this?
Card Revolt.
No, it's definitely not called Black Card Revolt.
Oh, okay.
Well, R.I.P. To Alice Trebek. I feel like he was a staple in just America. It's very few things that you can say are just staples in American, no matter who, what, when, where. But I will say Jeopardy and Alice Trebek was a staple, no matter if you're from the city, you're from the suburbs, rural areas, black, white, pink, orange. You, even if it wasn't your favorite, you knew about Alice Trebek and you knew about Jeopardy.
Yes, you did.
So, R.I.P. to him. Also, hold your folks close. Like, I've been hearing about a lot of death lately. Not even COVID related, right? You know, that death angel have no time, no age, no, none of that. So, move on, forgive, do what you got to do, and live your best life, because you never know when your last breath will be. So I always tell folks to keep that in mind. Changing gears a little bit. The movie we watched, it wasn't this weekend. It was actually last weekend. We forgot to bring it up. Y'all know The Spell with Omari Hardwick and Loretta Devine. It was a mess. It wasn't The Spell. It was The Mess. That's what it should have been called. Don't get me wrong. I won't give it away. I promise I won't do spoilers. I had to pause. It just had a lot of very good actors and actresses in it for it to go left. And the thing is, it had potential. Like, I was rocking with it. I was rolling with it. And then it looked like at the end they just rushed because like the production crew heard COVID was coming or something. And they was just like, wrap it up. And I was just like, what are we doing here? Like, it was so much to unpack. Honestly, I think this movie needed a series. I think this movie would have did better as a series instead of a movie, because there's only so much you can fit in under 2 hours. And under 2 hours, we're not the biggest budget. But as a series, couldn't you see this unpacking, right? And flashing forward, flashing backwards, understanding the family dynamics, right? Because I'm still kind of confused on how Loretta Devine know Omari Hardwick character.
Yeah.
Like, did she make the plane? I don't know. Again, not spoilers. I just don't know. Honestly, I forgot what happened at the end. Do you remember how it ended?
He got his family back.
Oh, that's right. That's
and
right.
Drove
okay.
off.
Oh, spoiler.
My bad, Nia.
but saying, I'm sure people could have put that together, but I just couldn't even connect the dots on that. But I support Black things, and if I watch bad white movies, that means I can watch bad Black movies. If you have an extra $5 laying around, if you want some distraction, I say go for it. Not a problem. But also, y'all, it's the holiday movie season. So there's a bunch of free Black holiday movies. Can we talk about Lifetime? And every movie that come on Lifetime feels like a Black holiday movie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lifetime. I haven't sat down and began watching the Black holiday movies yet, but I think that is something that is on my agenda next weekend. Also, this is just more of a shout out. Whitney Houston and Notorious B.I.G. was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this past weekend.
Really?
I feel like that went by quietly. First of all, they weren't in it. I thought both of them would have been in it.
No, I guess not.
Especially Whitney. But I assumed he'd get in it. Now that doesn't surprise me now. But Whitney Houston? Are you kidding me? How was she not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Now I need to go look at the list and see who were the rappers who got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before Biggie.
Ooh, now you starting shit.
I'm just asking questions.
Now you're starting shit. But shout out to them. I think HBO, correct me if I'm wrong, actually aired the ceremony, or I don't think it was a traditional ceremony because of COVID, but however they're doing a performance and honoring the nominees, that's on HBO. I plan on watching them when I got a little downtime. I feel like something to watch in the background when you're cleaning, when you're cooking. I'm gonna put it on there. And then y'all, we looking for something else to watch. You know what's been a channel that is a sleeper?
What?
Epix.
Okay.
EPIX. You know the one that has the Godfather of Harlem on it?
Yeah.
But you know what? And also they got that new documentary, I think it's called Up From Slavery, with Sam Jackson narrating. They have another one that's coming out. It's called By Whatever Means Necessary, The Times of Godfather of Harlem. So what this is about is a 4-part docuseries that brings the life of dramatic true story of America's Black Mecca and its vibrant musical landscape during the years of Bumpy Johnson's rise and reign. So Harlem, basically. They got the preview. Can we listen to the trailer, Nero? The trailer not as rough, but can we listen to the trailer? Can the folks hear it? Yeah, because I think they do a better job than I do. But I was like, yeah, we can go ahead and listen to this trailer. That's right up there. Right, Nero, I'm looking for it, y'all.
It's not playing.
Oh, if you just go back, Nero.
It's not playing. You the one that gave me this link.
There, I'm like, what day is it? I don't know what it is. I got to go back.
You gave me this link. And it's not working now.
Nero, oh, there it go.
Music became a guiding force.
It gave a sense of community.
We started a revolution.
There was a transition happening.
When you look at Harlem, the people, they were trying to be treated with respect. The only thing everyone agreed on, it was time for real change.
So it actually just started yesterday, so the 8th. So I'm super excited about it, right? Because of course, we talk about the Harlem Renaissance and all that good stuff. But Harlem went through so many evolutions in, I can't even put the words on, like blackness and what it means to be black. And we've always used, I think, us as a brown people, music as like the back splash for all of those things, or just creativity and art. I would even say for the backsplash. So meaning music, meaning literature, meaning art. And this is the first time I've kind of seen all three of those pieces come together. So meaning pop culture, social justice culture, the arts in just one documentary. So I'm super excited about that. I've seen documentaries that talked about one or two of them or one of them, but I've never seen the intersection of all of those at once.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
And I think to tell our story as a black people, we need to talk about all. The only thing they're missing is food, honey. And they might talk about food, but like it should be. I'm just excited about that. What about you, Nirams?
No, it's right up my alley. I love type of documentary series like that.
But it's on Epix, and I know we don't got Epix. It might have to be one of them things during the holidays when it's a downtime and you just get the 7-day free trial. We haven't went through everybody's email addresses. Honestly, I haven't watched The Godfather of Harlem. I ain't finished that, so I need to go ahead and do that. But if y'all got Epix, EPIS, I would check out. Again, it's called By Whatever Means Necessary, The Times of Godfather of Harlem. Also, just The Godfather of Harlem, I would check out. And then Sam Jackson, I think it's called Up From Slavery, is also on Epix. There's some good ones on there. Lastly, are we holiday shopping or not this year, y'all? What's the decision? Because the mail said we don't ran them ragged because of the elections. So they said if you don't get your order in by November 10th, you ain't getting your shit by Christmas. So we got to make a decision this week if we gonna do holiday shopping. Is the gifts I guess it's more for the babies. Got to get there by Christmas. I guess grown folks, as long as we get it there by the end of January.
You got to order it when?
No, I made that up.
Oh, I was about to say, like, damn.
No, but it's been little articles streaming around that's like, listen, if you thought your package is coming on time this year, you really fucked up, because guess who ain't hiring no extra staff?
You know what?
The post. There's like, guess who didn't hire no Christmas help? Us. Look, the post office, UPS, FedEx, DHS, they ain't hired no extra help. So, and they said when they clocks at 5 p.m., they getting the fuck out of here. So you can send all them little raggedy ass Christmas cards and all them little cheap ass gifts from Target. All you want is get there when we say it get there, if we don't throw it out. I told you today was the first day I got an email from Amazon. I ordered something, and first it said it delayed. Then it was like, we canceling it. Can't be delivered. And I was like, where'd it go? I said, it was just in LA. It was like they just threw it out the side of the truck. Who got it?
Somebody got it.
Who got my gifts? I mean, who got my Amazon order? I wanted to tweet Jeff Bezos to be like, what the fuck is this? My Amazon order, y'all, was like undeliverable. And it wasn't like we came to your address. It just like went into the nethers.
Told you that had happened to me a few times. You just got to reorder it.
And Niran, what'd you say? That mean they done lost my shit? Or somebody done took it? Or the post office took it as a party and gift?
Well, you need to ask your people who work at the Amazon factory what they be doing when they be mixing up boxes and shit.
When they mix up boxes, what they do, y'all. But they said mine was shipped out and it was in L.A. It looked like they first sent it to L.A. instead of out of San Francisco, Oakland, or South Bay. But that seemed like a 1 or 2 day fix. Like, it's not, even if they just got in the car and drove it. I should have got that by Monday.
They did
Tuesday.
You dirty.
And it was some shit I needed. It was a book I was looking for, and it was some resistance bands. Y'all know, and it wasn't them little cheap ones. You know them little cheap ones made like big rubber bands? I actually got me some good resistance band made out of cloth.
Oh.
The Velcro my thick thighs up in there.
Oh.
That's what I got up in there.
Okay.
So I almost leaned into it and been like, well, Lord, I guess it ain't meant for me to work out. But I figured the Lord was like, nah, Nyambi, you're supposed to be reading, you're supposed to be working out. And not only with the reading and working out, I added a wrist support. When you listen, this ain't even the big girls, big boys. This ain't king size people. This is just for the people with weak wrist. Am I saying it right? Wrist.
Wrist.
WRIST. Child, I be trying to do planks and I be trying to do exercises with my arms because I'm working at home. I'm doing Mr. and Mrs. Muscle on YouTube. Shout out to them. Black Love Matters. I don't know where they from, but they be tearing me up. And I kept doing this shit with my wrist and I started hurting. And like, then I tried to do my little yoga and then I tried to do my little piece of downward dog. My wrist started hurting. It wouldn't be my body hurting. Like, I can hold up my weight in my legs. You know, sometimes you downward dog if you stiffen it. And it wasn't that. It was literally my wrist was like, listen, my wrist was doing a countdown. It was like 10, 9. And I would start Googling. I said, what's going on with me? I said, let me make sure I'm taking my calcium supplements. They was like, you got weak ass wrist.
Yeah.
And they was like, buy a wrist wrap. So I bought a wrist wrap. I think what it's called, a wristband, Nero. Am I saying it right?
Wrist wrap.
It's to help strengthen my wrist so I can do the downward dog and I can do some of these planks. I'm not even doing the real plank. What's it called? The people they put in the corner when they be augmenting it. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Modification.
I'm doing the modification and my wrist hurt.
Ain't nothing wrong with doing the modified.
But my wrist shouldn't be hurt. I've never had a wrist hurt.
You got weak ass wrist and you're not taking
How
the
you
supplement.
strengthen a wrist?
There's a few things you got to do.
What, Neroms? Y'all got weak wrists? Y'all try it. Try to do a plank. Modify it now. If you ain't never did a plank, don't go into it. Do a modified plank or modified downward dog and see if y'all wrist hurt. It wasn't in my body. Because I remember doing a plank or a downward dog, and I'll start with downward dog. Usually downward dog bothering because my titties have choked the shit out of me, but I done got a good bra, so that ain't the problem no more. Then I'll start having the trouble with like my leg, like it's just stretching me out. But I've never had problems with my hands. Like my bottom, like my palm, what is this, the palm?
Yes.
In that wrist, oh my goodness, I start radiating. I'm like, listen, my wrist is skinny, just like Ray Charles said. Like I got good wrists.
Help us, Lord.
And the weight done went down. I ain't at my biggest, so I done held more.
But you weak though.
Ooh, excuse me.
You weak.
Uh-huh.
And so it ain't got nothing to do with weight going down. If you weak, you weak.
Okay, tell me more.
So you got to strengthen.
gaslight.
I'm not gaslighting you. Nigga, I'm trying to help you out.
Help me then. Help me.
It don't matter if that weight go down. If you lost muscle mass, you lost muscle mass. And now you weaken your wrists and forearms. So now you got to strengthen that forearm up.
How you do that?
There's a few things you got to get to one of those hand things.
My uncle got one of them.
Yeah, you know them hand wrist things.
Do you got one?
I don't know.
You got to have one.
You know, you got to pump your hands up. That way it build up the forearm muscles.
Thick
and
ass
tendons.
forearm.
Yeah.
And what else?
There's another one where there's this bar you can buy on Amazon.
Oh, you got it too?
No, but it's like a bar, or like you can take a broomstick or some type of stick and tie a rope to it, and then put something heavy at the bottom of it, and then like twist it up, and then twist it down.
Ooh, that feel hard. Just me doing with air.
And then that'll build up your wrist and forearm muscles too, and it help with your grip strength too.
Just with
you ain't
air
got no
that
grip
hurt.
strength either.
Just with air hurt.
So imagine you add some weight to it.
Just with air, y'all.
Or I might have to do what they used to do to the elderly.
Yeah, that's what I said. I might need to go to one of their classes.
And just get one of those big ass towels and just have you twist it back and forth. And just twist that back.
So
and
I
forth.
wasn't supposed to get a wrist wrap.
You can start there, but you need first you need to take your supplements. First you need to work on your calcium.
Yes.
And then maybe you need to start with the towel, and then you get you one of those what would you call those grip machines?
Oh, well, you done learned me today.
Get you some of this grip strength.
Yeah.
You need one
Neil
of those.
done
right
pull
there.
up. Oh my goodness, look at these contraptions. I might get one of these.
See, that's what you need.
Why is it so many of them? 20 pounds? Like, when am I supposed to start? I think I like these rubber balls.
So, you got some that you pull and squeeze, and you got some you pull out.
Yeah.
'Cause that's different. Pulling and pushing muscles are different.
Love is ever evolving. Peace.
Look at that.
Y'all, we just going on journeys here.
And then they got a grip strength machine, so you can go ahead and see what you
engage it. So every week I do a check-in like I do a weigh-in.
Yep.
Lord
so you
help
can
us.
gauge your grip strength and see if it's going up or down.
Well, my wrist is weak. So my wrist and my forearms are a little weak. So I need to do some work on them wrists and forearms. You
see the little stick I was talking about?
Oh, my Lord.
And it has like something in the middle of it with a string.
Yeah.
And it got a weight at the bottom, and you just twist it back and forth.
You niggas be at home doing this, huh?
Hey.
We weren't told as a black culture to do things like this. Because some of this stuff you can just do at home in front of the TV. I'm learning that some of these exercises you can do mindlessly. And that's what I'm trying to get into mindless of working out. Like where you just sit down and you just do it for 10, 20 minutes. Each arm, or like even like, what's it called? What is this called now?
Bicep curls?
Yeah, like just curls, just simple things. Like with hand weights, especially since we sit around so much. Especially with, what is it called? COVID happening and we're just not moving as much. I feel like I'm stiffer, especially working at a desk and stuff at home. So I'm just trying to do more of those types of activities.
There you go, the flex bars. That's what I meant to call it. So they got things called flex bars where you just twist it back and forth.
Well,
They also
thank
want
you.
there's the Floyd Mayweather
Oh,
machine.
my neck is good. I don't need strength with my neck.
You might got weak ass neck too.
No, I don't. All right now. He loves to try me. But that's it. All I asked I think I already said this, but was we holiday shopping and all? Y'all send us an email and let us know. Nero.
Let me tell you, the joys of the Bernie Mac show. It's by far the greatest thing that has helped me get through this election anxiety. It's watching good old Bernie Mac. R.I.P. to him. I feel like I should play Love Back for him because he'd probably enjoy it more. But let me tell you about the Bernie Mac show. First, it's on Hulu. So all the episodes and seasons are there. It's amazing. But I've been getting like the best belly laugh that I haven't gotten in a while from any TV show. Watching old Bernard McCullum.
Bernie Mac was ahead of his time.
He was.
Like I remember laughing there, but the way, maybe because I was just younger, right? I would say, well, we were in our preteens, maybe when I came out. But now that I'm grown, some of the stuff that he had up on there, y'all, them undercover jokes, and not just the Beat You to White Me show, like of course that's his signature stuff, but he said a lot of slick stuff that went completely under the radar.
Yes.
And even them kids, like
Yes.
that whole cast was sickening. Them kids were hilarious. I remember we was watching an episode where the Christmas dog came, and they were like, and baby girl was like, Vanessa, he went to Vanessa and Jordan and was like, you think Uncle Bernie gonna let us keep this dog? And Vanessa was like, he barely want to keep us, let alone this dog. What do you mean he gonna keep us? Like just little, and this their timing and the humor and the naturalness of every cast member. So baby girl, her and Uncle Bernie, and brilliant, right? You cannot, that was just her, right? Like you couldn't, she a baby, right? So she literally saying how she feeling it. Jordan ass. We all got Jordan. And I think when I was younger, I was like, oh, okay. So, he might be more of a gentler soul. I get it, right? Maybe they're hinting that he's being gay, whatever, right? But now that I'm older, I was like, no, Jordan has layers. It's onions, and we all have Jordans in our life. We be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because Jordan knows what the fuck he's doing. I think before I didn't catch on, he knew what the fuck he was doing, but he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a doping manipulator.
Is.
Jordan I get what Bernie Mac is talking about. And at first I was like, why is he so hard on Jordan? Like
Jordan
he's
is
just
a dope
gentle.
fiend manipulator.
He's just a gentle soul and just sees things different and wants to be a magician. No, you got to stay on that nigga.
Yes, you do.
I get it now. Well,
me
I
tell
didn't
you.
get it when I was younger.
I was watching one episode where he's like, I don't want to go to school. And he was talking to baby girl, like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to act, I'm going to wheeze a little bit.
He practiced it.
And then I'm going to make myself throw up. And then I'm going to stay home and watch all the TV I want. And then this nigga did it, and Bernie Mac made his ass still go. Or a few other episodes. The episode where this nigga was like, Bernie Mac, he was getting bullied, and he's like, well, act like me. And he's like, and that nigga became the bully. That shit was funny. And then the football episode when his ass became the torpedo, and this nigga was just throwing his little bitty ass at anybody to tackle him. And then, he was getting beat down and shit. And I think the most funniest shit when he's like, Uncle Bernie, like, I'm not going to be able to be in the Mac Hall of Fame. And Bernie Mac was like, well, I'm not well. Don't believe in me. I was like,
I'm not well. And then can we talk about Vanessa, who I thought was just being a typical mean-ager, right? She's just being mean. But Vanessa was sharp as hell, too. Like, actually, Vanessa and Bernie Mac were the same person. Like, they were literally mirrors of each other. And I think they pissed each other off so much because they were each other. I am he, she is she, and we is we. And, like, neither one of them could see it. That, like, they are literally the same type of person. And Wanda, shout out to her, too. Like, even this idea of Bernie Mac being that air quote stay-at-home father, and Wanda, I know she kept teasing him, she got to work at AT&T, that type of, but, like, she was a businesswoman.
Right.
She was a corporate woman. And her not always being the primary caregiver, don't get me wrong, she played a huge part in those kids' lives. But I even just enjoy seeing, now that we zooming out more, a black man taking that role as primary, air quote, right? Both of them are there, of course. I don't want to diminish Wanda's input, but being that primary caregiver was just even refreshing. Think about when this was filmed.
right, this shit is ahead of his time.
And then Bernie Mac being Bernie Mac, right? Like, he didn't shift it to be some type of blogger dad, right? He literally was doing this from his lived experience and how he would, like, I don't know, take care of them. I even think about the day when I think it was Wanda, like she switched her schedule or she was late. I forgot what happened, but she was able to be there in the morning with the kids. So she was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to get them up and I'm going to make them this breakfast. And, I'm going to gently wait, because Wanda's like, oh, I'm going to do these things. And I'm so excited. And Bernie was like, them kids don't appreciate that. And then like Wanda was like gently going in the room, wake up, babies. Good morning. Good morning. And Wanda was like, why won't they wake up? She's like, oh, you can't wake up. Bernie Mac was like, you can't wake up Negro kids like this. He like literally is going through the house, baby. Get your ass up. Time to go. 10 minutes. Like, like little stuff. And also the classic episode for me was when they was in church and Bernie was getting saved. He's like, pick me. I'm out.
He's like, you said if you pick one person,
pick me.
Like we gone,
I'm done.
Well, pick me.
I am done.
He said, Brother Mac, we gonna need you for a few more hours
for the new member orientation. But oh my goodness, just even the friends they would have all over were like usually co-stars from other episodes, like Brumman from the Fifth Floor. George Lopez, I think, was on there, or even the cameos. Like I feel like the cameos even made sense when like Halle Berry and them was on there. Like it just made so much sense. And shout out to who was it? Larry Wilmore. Larry Wilmore. He is someone who we might need to give some flowers to. When we're talking about innovation on television, when we're talking about literally carrying Black television and have not been given his due diligence, Larry Ballhead Black Man Wilmore deserves his props. Right? Is this his filmography? Like he's started, y'all, from roles. This is stuff he's in all the way back to the Facts of Life. Like he's sickening. And he just kind of look more and more. And you're like, wait. He doing all these things?
Look at this.
So as a crew member, he was in something going all the way back to In Loving Color. So meaning writer, director, EP, someone on the back of the scenes pushing it forward. He's been in Living Color, Sister, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, The Jamie Foxx Show, Teen Angel, PJs, The Bernie Mac Show, Whoopi, The Office, Love Bites, Blackish, Insecure, and Grownish. Come on.
And some type of like writer, EP, super producer, anything.
And he got a book. What's this book called? I rather we got casinos and other Black thoughts. Please add that to my Amazon wish list. I am just getting fascinated. Oh, you can't add it to my list. I add it to my own list. But I'm just getting fascinated with Larry Wilmore in the way in which he is slightly behind the scenes pushing forward the Black community.
Like you really don't hear much about him, but he there.
Like I feel like he's always there and people give shout outs and I remember always seeing his name. But like he up there with whatchamacallits to me. What's his name? Abrams. When Dick Wolf and I consider Larry Wilbur to be up there with us in the places they give. It's like he ain't missing.
Right.
He ain't did a show, been an EP, major producer, like one of the writers.
And like all of the contemporary Black television.
He haven't missed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this will need to be on your team. And I don't know why. Like, I didn't even make that connection until after I seen it. I was like, damn, there he go.
And this don't even include some of the other stuff that he's been a part of. Like, what was that? There's a couple shows and stuff that's on here that even. He had his own nightly show?
I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Where I
didn't know that either.
Upload. Like, and this is stuff, like, he's not only a writer, but he's also acted in tons of shows, and he's been consistently getting worse since 1990.
The Daily Show, I remember he was on Daily Show.
Like, I don't know. Shout out to him. And just giving Black people their flowers that deserve it. Larry, I don't know if you're listening. Somebody pass it on to him, but here's your flowers, King. Thank you. And ain't aging. Look at him. He's 59. He live in L.A., and he look young. Come on.
Look at that.
Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. That was your check-in.
No matter. Other than that, Dave Chappelle was on SNL yesterday, so it was a replay of pretty much what happened 4 years ago. He still spoke a word as always. I think the same thing, that was just going on. Just the main thing was, white folk, Black people been going through this shit. So you need to get your nigga lessons if you really want to be a part of this shit and understand what the hell niggas is doing.
Ooh. Listen, that's your boy. You unpack it.
No, I think that's the main thing. Like, yeah, like when you look at it, Detroit, Philly, Atlanta, like
They did it.
The Negus held it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good thing. And I think the other thing is that we all just glad to get fucking Trump out.
Say it again.
Glad that the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing, so y'all know I'm going through this book writing journey. So I definitely want to bring y'all along while I'm doing this. So, right now I am in the book proposal phase. Mm-hmm. So usually how it goes is that you have an idea, you write a book proposal, you hire a literary agent, and then they go pitch your book out to major publishers and things of that sort. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, since I already have a literary agent, I don't have to I didn't necessarily have to have a book proposal in hand to hire that person, because usually you have a book proposal and then you send out a query letter to a bunch of literary agents with your proposal, and then they'll read him I'm with you, I believe in you. Mm-hmm. However, since I was introduced to this literary agent and she was dope as hell already, I didn't necessarily have to send a query letter. So now I am in the writing of the book proposal phase. So I just picked up a book called How to Write a Book Proposal. Yeah. I'm working with one of my homegirls who's also a writer and editor, who's going to help me out through this process. And then the other thing is just having once you are looking for literary agents, having an agent that, that you can actually vibe with and talk with. Yeah. So, one of the things I was actually asking her was well, what phases of the book proposal do you want? And she's like, send it to me all. Send me your shitty drafts. Send me everything. Yeah. If you want me, I'm open to receive feedback on everything that you write. Because she's like, my goal is to help you make money. And I don't make money until you get money, i.e. my advance. So I think it's just an interesting part to go through, right? And the main thing about book proposal and what I'm noticing is really a business plan. You got to have a competitive analysis or a market analysis. You got to talk about you and your platform and why you and why at this time. But I think one of the other interesting things is the annotated table of contents.
What's that?
Basically what it is that, it's your table of contents, but you got to have a paragraph or so about what's going to go into that chapter. Yeah. So I think that's very interesting. And I think the most challenging thing, or the thing that's really bringing me pause, is the market analysis. Yeah. So the market analysis is the thing that you basically look at all the books that's out there that's either similar to yours or what you think is similar to there. And basically what you want to find is books who've been bestsellers and things of that sort. And basically say this book was good, however, my book is going to fulfill this gap.
Oh, that's just academic, what you call it.
So it's an academic proposal,
article,
right? Or academic writing and things of that sort. So if anybody did a business proposal or a perspectives or academic writing, that's more or less where it's at. You're saying this fits here.
Mm-hmm. You listing all the things, right? You're working your way to the question, basically.
Right.
You're working your way to your niche in the market.
Right.
What piece of knowledge are you going to add to the greater good?
Right. So I think that's the interesting and hard part at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's one part of researching all of this stuff and being all right, this stuff fits within a niche, but also seeing some of these books and the New York Times bestsellers for multiple years and damn, this is what I'm up against. So I think,
good or bad?
Huh?
What do you mean? This damn are we talking about Michelle Obama that wrote a running book?
No.
Oh.
well, yes, but not also all that. But I think it's a part of doubting yourself. Oh, yeah, it's a part of I think that's a part of the journey, right? It's going through this imposter syndrome and getting over it and getting over it as quickly as possible. So you can be all right, yeah, these books is that, but it ain't me.
Yeah.
And knowing that everybody has a story to tell, you have a story to tell, and you have to make it interesting and sell it. So I think that's more interesting about this whole book writing phase that I'm going through, and the book proposal. And like I said, maybe every week or so I'll continue to give you an update on how that's going. But I'm initially working on a book proposal now, and hopefully plan to have that done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Cool. So I can send that to the literary agent, get feedback from her. And then, I probably won't hear from her for a couple of weeks because she'll be out selling. And like that's the other thing. She's like, do you want like to hear all the no's or do you just want to hear yeses? And it's like, shit, I want to hear it all.
The answer is no. I'm like, no, I don't need to hear no. I mean, give me the feedback, but I don't need to know who said no or how hard they said no. Don't do that to yourself. Why would you? It's like reading the comments. I'm like, give me the feedback. That's why I tell people who works with me, like, I don't like to receive. Actually, I got my performance review, and I told that to Nero. Like, I take it very personal when I read like feedback like that. I think academia did that to me. But what I like about academia is that academia take the personal out of it.
Right.
And so I'm used to getting feedback without like personal shit attached to it. But in performance evaluation, they be like, and bitch, when you wore that purple sweater, and I'm like, oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, like instead of just saying, like getting to the point. So I'm used to receiving feedback in an academic way. So I make Nero go through my performance evaluation and give it to me in like academic way. Maybe I need to train my direct reports to give feedback that way. Because, you in academia, you'll get shunned if you come on some personal shit. Like, don't get me wrong. It'd be intellectual stabs. But at the end of the read, you like, you right, though. And I can appreciate a you right. Then I'm still on why you talking about the purple sweater I wore. And my mama stinking, you stinking, you trash. Feedback you'll get in performance review from a manager. Like, you just a bad manager. Right? You be like, okay, and how do we define bad? And what is a manager compared to academia? They'll say you're a bad manager. Then they'll say, and because of boom, 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 and these are my suggestions, and cite your source and go from there. And I can feed off that. But when you just leave it open, hell no. So, and I know Naomi say you want it all, but maybe you want to tell her to curate that feedback.
Maybe.
And then maybe you want to focus on the cadence in which you receive that feedback.
But, and I think the other thing...
Yeah, that's just me. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't want bad news every week.
And I think the other thing is that, it's definitely like an ebb and flow of a journey, right?
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that, I'm coaching somebody on through a running journey now. And like, as I'm having a coaching session with her today and be like, damn, like this is why I need to write a book. Like, fuck. Like it's right here.
Yeah.
And being like, damn, like this is dope. Like I just need to have more coaching sessions with her when I'm feeling bad.
Oh, don't do that.
No, but like not like she
mean.
trash, but like the fact that like I coach her up, I train her, and like I get so much energy from it.
You use a different part of your brain.
Than like sitting down and thinking about like the neurons process to running, right?
Yeah.
And like trying to take everything that's in my head and make it into a cohesive manuscript, or not even that. Right now is taking everything in my head and making it into a business plan or a proposal so I can send it to somebody.
Yeah.
So that's all that's going on with me.
Nice. You want to get into some pillow talk?
Yeah, what we got?
Well, Niram, go ahead and hit I've Gotten Joy. I would like to congratulate President-elect Joseph Biden and VP-elect Kamala Harris. I found this on Twitter and it got my joy. This song hit different now that we got a new president. Hit it, Niram. Meanwhile, y'all, they had a parking. Hey. Hey, now we can. Since you've been gone, you had your chance, you blew it. Hey, out of Pause. That song with Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, hits different. At first, we thought it was about a trash nigga, but in actuality, Kelly was writing about a trash president. That I seen that on Twitter. That happened at a gas station in LA. Some crowd was playing it and everybody stopped what they was doing. Black, white, young, old, and we got in our early 2000s back. Because we all know that we like Kelly Clarkson. You can either be a in the closet fan or an out of closet fan. Now, Since You've Been Gone, now hits different. Every time I hear Since You've Been Gone, I've been thinking about that. And when I tell you them people will sing with all they might, Since You've Been Gone, then I can breathe again. I can breathe for the first time. Yeah. Thanks to you. Come on.
Oh.
Can't y'all feel like y'all can breathe? Shout out to Joe Beasy and Kay Harris. Finally, it only took 4 to 5 days, but didn't it seem like it took a month? It wasn't even 7 days, but didn't it feel like it took a month, y'all? Trump still is in or lying like a dog. Talking about he's suing everybody and he won the election. He didn't. Can we give a shout out to Twitter that their program managers are working? They must have a program manager dedicated to Donald Trump. That every time they post, they wake up out their bed and they check to see if it's true. And when it's not true, they put that disclaimer. What's that, asterisk? What's that say?
Yeah, they get that notification.
That notification be like, guess what? This shit is not true. This is a lie and a fallacy.
You lied.
You lied. You're a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker. They do that. Also, what I've been learning during this time, Fox News and the other colonizers are turncoats. Have you ever seen people flip their energy so quickly? Mm-mm. Fox News is complete. They're moderates now. Fox News was calling states that CNN and MSNBC weren't calling. Fox News was like, well, we just hope we can work collaboratively. We know everyone can't get everything, but is there a way we can meet in the middle? Can we come to dinner now? And can we talk about the other Republicans who acting like they don't know what day it is? First of all, I don't trust any Republican unless they were affiliated with the Lincoln Project, which is a group of Republicans who stated from the beginning that it was their job to get Donald Trump out of office. And I want to say it was only 5 or 6 of them in it. Mm-hmm. So if you aren't in that core group, you got to go. You do not belong. You're not doing it. But I just want to give a quick shout out to Detroit, Atlanta, Philly, Arizona, and just black women. Y'all got them in here. And we showed up and showed out. For some reason, over 50% of white women still voting. All the white men still voting. And you nigga black men, your count went up double digits. So I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. But as always, black women came in with over 90%. Helping him out. And I'm sure black women were responsible for getting niggas out to vote. And can we just talk about the black community as a whole? Because when we're talking about Detroit, ATL, and Philly, we're talking about the blacks. Mm-hmm. When we're talking about the Arizonas and the Nevadas, we're talking about the Latinos, but not the Cubans. We see you Cubans in Southern Florida. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But just know we see you.
Yes, we do.
We see you Cubans of South Florida. I ain't gonna read you right now because it's a Sunday. But
what the fuck is wrong with them?
But don't get me.
Don't you know Donald Trump would send your ass back to Cuba with the quickness?
Listen, I see because we've seen the statistics. Don't be trying to pull the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans into them. Was Cubans.
Those motherfucking Cubans. He'll have your ass over there with Fidel Castro.
Listen. Cubans, we're going to have a whole episode about this. We need some black people from Miami. We need the blacks from Miami's. We need the blacks, the Jamaicans. We need them to call in because there's some truth that need to be spoken to the Cubans.
Right.
Because Cubans has a high majority that was voting for Donald Trump. And that really throws me off.
Yes.
Well, actually, it don't throw me off. I was hoping for something different, but instead I should have listened to my ancestor, Maya Angelou. And when people show you who they are, believe them. Mm-hmm. But I had too much hope out there for y'all. South Florida Cubans, you tried it. Little Havana, are you listening? You fucking tried it. But overall, it was just a breath of fresh air. And also, while I'm giving shout outs to HBCUs, Divine Nines, listen. Actually, I'll get to y'all later. How long are they going to celebrate this?
What you mean?
They think, look, HBCUs and Divine Nine, they done got up in there. No one's only 30,000 people. Let me stop. But don't it feel like a breath of fresh air?
It does.
I think that's why Kelly Clarkson hits different, right? Like, it was like, I can breathe. We all literally and figuratively have been slightly holding our breath for the last 4 years in a way in which we didn't have to do it in the years prior. Now, don't get me wrong. With Biden and Kamala into his position, did this wipe away all of racism? Does this wipe away all of systematic oppression in the United States? No, but I can rest a little easier to know that little Mexican baby's not going to be in cages. I do rest a little easier knowing that we're not going to spend U.S. dollars on building a wall when we have folks who need money because they've been unemployed since March. Right? Like, it's a little of those things that but prior to, I never thought we would be putting kids in cages and making them orphans, nor building unnecessary wall. I did not think that was a priority in America. But the last 4 years, it became a priority.
Yes.
And just by having those things relinquished, I'm able to sleep a little bit better at night, take my melatonin, eat my vitamins, eat my vegetables and fruit. So I then can fight for the bigger things, can fight to push the other stuff forward, can fight, to make sure, the Black population is heard, LGBTQ rights are pushed through. Like, now we got more energy to do that because we're not fighting over fucking wall supplies from Home Depot. Now we can do it. So it's meant something for me. I know, I'm going to get in talking to all this stuff, but what really tugged at my heartstrings a little bit is when you got the thing when Kamala called Joe, like it was her good Judy. Mm-hmm. Can you play that?
Yeah.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
Oh, Joe, we did
it. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Oh, this is how you know we did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe.
What he saying? We did it, Mala.
You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Mala, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. When I see she posted that, I was just like, oh, girl, you right. We did it. Y'all did that shit. And it was just something about that truly, Nyambe a gangster. I'm from Detroit, so I don't let it get to me so much, but that did tug at my heartstrings. And, I know we're talking more broadly, y'all, but those speeches that they finally gave, what was that, Saturday night? It was beautiful. From the drones to the fireworks to the songs. Honestly, okay, I told him that would be my dream job. Like, who's the person who plans all these events? Can I be on that committee? Because I was like, oh, now we getting drones to get information. Yeah. We got drones to do all this. And I could just say wild ass ideas. And they be like, got it, Nyambe. And we can do all the symbolic America songs. And we can make people holler. And Americans, we love a firework. Child, with Joe Biden and Kamala in there, I'm about to go, I always tease about the folks from the island and stuff with their flags. I'm about to go get a whole American flag outfit.
Shut up.
And just be in an American flag.
Stop it.
I don't have any American flag apparel. Because the colonizers like to wear the flag and the eagle. I'm about to get me an eagle outfit. I'm about to get just a sweatshirt with an eagle on the front.
God.
What happened if I wore that to Thanksgiving dinner?
What the fuck?
You got that eagle?
Your mama. Nah, what the fuck you wearing that eagle
for?
for?
What does the eagle stand for? No, my mom, she a tiptoe. Is that your school mascot? Was y'all the Eagles? I don't even remember y'all being the Eagles.
I remember y'all being the fucking Eagles.
But it gave a moment of pause and a little happiness, joy, if I might say it. And that's why I said I was even talking with friends, and that was my reoccurring theme this whole weekend, where folks like, how you feeling? I was like, really good. And I know there's a lot of work to be done, and I know things aren't going to disappear overnight. But what I paused and did, and I truly was just in that moment of joy. I didn't engage with niggas who was like, but it's the picking of the lesser two evils and what we gonna do, and we black another day. Nope. Nope.
You ain't do that?
I did not engage in that. You will not steal my joy, Satan, because what I keep telling y'all, the enemy don't got no new tricks. Do I need to get a shirt to say that? I literally say that part every other day. I'm like, the enemy has no new tricks, and you will not steal joy from me today. In this moment, in time, my therapist will be proud of me. I am going to choose joy.
Okay.
And I'm going to be joyful in that. And don't get me wrong. Don't let that joy fool you for complacency, denial. Oh, I know it's work to be done, and I'm going to do the work. But in this moment, this weekend, I'm going to have joy because I ain't felt this since 2012.
Man.
2008.
Felt like I breathe again.
Do what you Kelly Clarkson and Katy Perry have a soft spot in brown people's hearts. We just don't like to admit it.
No.
Because they songs bang. I don't know, something about their bass, and then when they hit that note and all you can do is start jumping. Y'all know y'all got a secret white playlist. Maybe we'll have an episode about our secret white playlist.
No, we won't.
What? You don't got one?
No.
Near. So there are no white pop culture songs that when it come on, you be like, listen, that's equivalent to Back That Ass Up.
Nope.
Neeram loves Pour Sugar on Me.
What the hell is that?
Pour Some Sugar on Me.
I don't like Pour
You
Some Sugar
love Pour Some Sugar on Me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Love Shack. Y'all don't bang when Love Shack come on.
Absolutely not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, it bang.
No, it don't.
Since you've been gone, Katy Perry, fireworks. Katy Perry, I kissed a girl. I kissed a girl tonight. I'm like, bitch, what? The taste of her cherry chapstick. You don't have one song that when a colonizer come on, you be like, listen.
No.
What? Mm-mm. I'm a dee da ba doo ba da ba. Don't like
God.
that?
Nope.
You don't like I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh my God.
You don't like what's it called? Come on, rally train, choo choo and ride it.
That's a black song.
That's pretty white adjacent. That's pretty. We can call a thing a thing. I'm Iyanla. We're not calling a thing a thing.
That's a black song.
Okay, white adjacent. Well, white adjacent song.
I think the white just took it from us.
Oh, okay, cool. What's the other songs then? That's black adjacent.
What was that? 95 song?
I don't. DJ something something da 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 da. I forgot the way it is. I don't know. It's Come On Ride That Train, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
When I was younger, I thought it was like Come On Rally Train.
Oh, Quad City DJs.
Yeah, okay. Hit it. There you go, play it.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube stayed.
These fucking ads.
Have y'all noticed YouTube hit you with the double ad?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna write into.
Look.
They CEO's name Susan was something. I'm gonna write into her.
Look, they didn't hit our ass with the double ad now.
It'd be like, listen, this is inappropriate.
Shit, sometimes they hit you with the triple ad.
And they be long as hell.
Right.
Oh, see, here come the train. You don't think this? Oh. This is what, from like the 90s? This is a white adjacent song. This is not. I know that choo 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 choo. This is absolutely a song that got white people written on it. You're telling me that's black? No. No.
They also did Space Jam.
Yeah.
You are a hater.
No, I'm not a hater. I'm just telling the truth. Just because for it to be a white cultural song don't mean you have to be white to write it, Nero. Expand your horizon.
Get up, it's time to slam now.
It's the same song. It's not like we just went off.
Welcome to the space
because
it's the same song. Look at this. Now they're doing a bankhead bounce. They kicking. I don't even know this song, I don't think. This is horrible. This is horrible appropriation. Everyone's like breakdancing in the video, y'all. Now, Nero, I'm talking about Mama Kamala.
Okay, go ahead.
But I do think we should have an episode. But Nero, we got to this point because Nero talking about he don't listen to no colonizer. He don't have a colonizer secret playlist.
I don't have a colonizer secret playlist.
So there is no songs that are either colonizer adjacent or written by colonizers that you like that low key bang. Go type in Pour Some Sugar on Me and let the people vote. And did he do that breakdown? And he be like, I'm hot, sticky, and sweet. Def Leppard, are you kidding me? How do you not like it? Erica, or you don't like Queen? Are you kidding me? Please, anything from like the 80s? Look. Ooh, the white people getting it. You don't like no Nirvana?
Who the fuck is Nirvana?
Oh, don't do that. Hey, listen to that beat drop. Hey, this song smells like beer. Listen to this.
Shut up.
This song smells like Budweiser.
It smell like Budweiser. You stupid. It smell like Natty Light.
But I be up in there banging. I'm like,
I know. You be over there talking about Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Make me, I think I like the crowd participation. It's like, make me over, make me nice, pour some sugar on me. Come on. I wonder who their producers was.
I'll take that hood pass. Thank you very much.
Y'all take it if you want that. I'm gonna tell you what bang. Just like I told y'all the truth with Tracy Ellis Ross, she did her musical, and Shallows was 100 times better. Shallows still bang. Y'all fight me all you want. Anywho, back to the speeches. Kay Harris, can we talk about how she looking godly in her all white and silk and fresh blowout?
Looking like Dage Loaf at
Look
106
at
and
God,
Park.
someone try me.
Looking like Dage Loaf at 106 and Park.
She was looking godly. I want an all white pantsuit.
Okay.
I'm about to find me one at Express. That's the only one I can afford. I can't afford what she got on, honey. I'm sure that's St. John's or something else I can't afford. But I can afford a Express suit. That's classy base. In that fresh blowout. Is her hair getting shinier? Jeez, Mama Kamala. Oh, what is it? So many reasons. I know I'm joking a little bit. I'm joking so I won't have to be a teddy bear. Y'all know I'm soft and pink on the inside. But it is impactful, this win that Kamala Harris has. Being the vice president, being a woman, being black, being Asian, being an HBCU grad, being a part of D9, being a girl from Oakland, a girl from the Bay, right? Like it is. And y'all can say what she want and she put the people in jail. I don't know. Did they do something bad? I don't know. Like you can say all those things, but this moment of joy, we are not going to take it away from sis. And I just love her motto, and I'm trying to adopt it as my own. I always said something similar to it, but VP Harris do it. Kay Harris say it better. She said, "I may be the first, but I won't be the last." Right? Like that should be rooted in everything we do as a people. So I don't care if you're an entrepreneur. I don't care if you're a cubicle warrior, wherever you have a voice and a sphere of influence, and you are in the minority, that should always be your mindset. Mm-hmm. If you are there, you need to actively bring at least one other person to the table. That's my goal for even working in tech. My goal is to at least get one other person to work at my company black that I know, like that I have had a hand in getting them to the table. Like that is my goal before I leave my company. And it's just amazing. And also I help with their transition plan. I gave them some money because they actually have a shirt that says that on the Biden Harris website where you can buy it. Mm-hmm. It says, I think it just literally says that I may be the first, but I won't be the last. So I ordered that shirt. I should have probably ordered something else too, but the shirt just spoke to me, and I plan on wearing that shirt with a nasty blazer. Again, I can't afford St. John right now, but what I can afford, it's gone already. Near. I don't know if it's called Biden Harris. This may be the Joe.
Because this say whitehouse.gov. Contact for more information.
Oh my goodness, Nero got nervous. You thought Trump done got a hope to you.
What the hell? Oh, that one's gone too?
All of them
gone? What's the other one?
Why don't you just type in Joe Biden? Google. There we go. Near I'm trying to make sure, because sometimes they websites aren't exactly what it's called. There it is, joebiden.com.
I don't know. That one might be different too.
No, they might have changed though. Oh, shop. Look at the top left corner.
Oh, they changed that website real quick.
Well, I hope they have whole ass people working on this. Oh, they done got new merch. Mm-hmm. Come on. Oh, there it is. I'm the first but not the last. It's a collaboration from Cleo Wade, which is also a black woman who's a artist who's done other things too. So that has been my donation to the Biden Harris campaign, their transition, I should say, plan from there. So it just makes me happy when I think about it. And as a brown woman, I'm trying to even just be in it and be filled up by it. Because this is huge for a black woman and a woman to get this types of position. And also just the visual of what Kamala Harris is and her family. She has a very modern family, right? She has that Jewish husband. She got them brown babies. She got step kids. He got kids. They got they have all these things that traditionally you don't see as their second family, as a second family of the United States. But in actuality, that is more realistic of what families look like in America. Everybody isn't the picket fence, 2 dogs, 2 kids, a dog and a half, a goldfish and a picket fence. Nobody been divorced, sick, married, divorced, or widowed. That is not the norm, right? Usually you had check at least 3 or 4 of them boxes, and what makes up, and it's just so refreshing to see it. And also it brings me joy that, what is her husband's name?
Joe.
Don't do that. I forgot his name that quick. It's Emhoff. Find it out. But I know he's a Jewish man. And this Jewish man, Douglas Emhoff. It brings me joy that Douglas Emhoff, this Jewish white man, would now be taking the place of Karen Pence. Which was anti everything that wasn't white, Christian, and straight. So I'm happy that this Jewish man who done married a black woman with black children, who's open to all identities, gender identification, will now be taking the position that Karen Pence had. It's just early Christmas, right?
I don't even know what the fuck Karen Pence did other than be
Except
queen
spread
mother.
oppression.
Yes, other than being queen mother to like that Handmaid's Tale.
Which is a queen mother.
Shit.
So it just makes me happy that he's just taking her spot. Like, just even what it represented from what she was doing to what he is. Even just being a man, being the second man of the United. Like, joy, joy, joy. Even I love how I don't even hear Douglas' voice. It's something about just a brown woman being the forefront, and all her husband do is smile, give her hugs, and pat her on the back, and give her thumbs up.
Absolutely.
He's standing in a man's place. And I love all of it.
What do you do? Oh,
He's a lawyer. Oh, please. They're all very well established. Like, no one, the only person who I don't think had no job was Karen. But stop talking about Karen. Go on, Karen. Pack up. I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm sorry, Karen. Yes, but anyway, I just love the Harris family. Hoff Harris family.
They met on a blind date.
Yes, they met on a blind date. He got 2 kids. She got some kids. And also, can we talk about Kamala Harris' sisters, who are a bunch of crew of bad biddies who don't sleep on them. I'm going to let y'all Google them yourselves, who have a lineup. And can we talk about Kay Harris' mama, who someone asked, like, what would your mama say? She said, it wouldn't be nothing inspiring, but you need to be him. Come on, Indian mama. All the things. So I'm just happy. I'm just so happy he just stays in his place. Never mind. I was about to go left. And then where we going now? We're talking about Joe Beasy. He jogging out to show us he good health. He could get his heart rate
Listen
up.
here. Why is jogging 25 feet the sign of good health?
It's a lot. Listen.
And our presidency.
What? In the presidency? Because I watched this with the Brown wife, and some people be like, I can't even get to the door. So that cardiac health is up there.
He only ran 25 feet. It was more of a shuffle.
Shut up. He ran. He in good health. His skin looked red and plush. It didn't look alabaster.
You said red and plush.
Yeah, like youth. Looked like he was using some good drunk elephant.
Oh, my God.
Maybe some shea butter to give him a look. He's also a big win, and I think he represents a lot for the American people, although, he's a white man, and, it's nothing new with a white man being president, but it is new. A white man from a state school becoming it is also different from a 3-time loser winning it. That speaks to the resilience.
Learn to win from a loser.
And also he from Scranton. He just a boy from Scranton.
I'm just a boy from Scranton.
I kept Googling. I said, what's Scranton at? What they doing over in Scranton?
Scranton.
Shout out to Scranton because they got him right. Also, low key for Joe Biden, I stand for Dr. Jill Biden. She is about to remove all the bullshit from the school. I forgot Dr. Jill Biden is about her education, and her focus is not only being a teacher. She got her PhD in this. I think she about to wreck house when it comes to education in America.
I hope so.
Also, I've got joy in realizing that because Joe Biden is the president, that means Betsy DeVos is fired.
Yes.
So I can't wait till that hoe's out of there.
Listen here. I can't wait till they talk about this education.
I think Jill, and I'm a fan of her
Abolish
philosophy.
student loans.
Dr. Jill Biden already got a White House. She already got a White House. Not good. Come on. Who's their team?
Christmas already, what's the name though?
No, but that says vice president is. I thought that was another one.
No, that's White House.
Oh, that's the history. I thought she already got her website up. I said, where do I sign up,
That's
Jill?
the President Obama White House.
Okay. But it's just, I'm super excited just to have her in there and to get her to flex, right? Because she know what it is to already be the second woman, right? Her being the first lady, and the expectations already been set with Melania. I don't know what she did, but with Michelle Obama and truly being engaged actively, I cannot wait to see what Dr. Jill Biden does. It has to be education. It has to be education. That has to be her bread and butter. And I'm just so freaking excited about that. I'm also excited to see what Kamala Harris is going to focus in. I wonder is reform going to be her thing, or international relations? I don't know, because usually Joe Biden, his bag is international relations. So I'm curious how they're going to divide it up.
Prison
Honestly,
fucking reform.
And she going to tear
She
that
need
up.
to atone for all them black men she done put in jail.
There y'all niggas. What I say today? Hope. Listen, y'all won't do that today.
Prison fucking reform.
Y'all won't do that today. And then also when I'm thinking about Joe Biden, I really appreciate his speech on unity, hope, and action. Mm-hmm. I really like how he kept going to say, I am not the presidents of the blue states, not the red states, but all the United States. That means the blue people, you're going to get some shit you like. Red people, you're going to get some shit you like. Look, he like Iyanla Vanzant. You're going to be mad at me. You're going to be upset with me at some point in time. But we doing it for the benefit of the broader group. And it's something about that I appreciate. It's something about that I appreciate. And by him saying that, that leaves all of the media outlets, all of the contrarians, all the naysayers, all the dick right, all of them to not say nothing. Like, what do you say? Like, you get mad, the president say he gonna do something for me, done for them, but I can't get everything. Like, that's not a story.
Right.
So it's just something I appreciate that. Also the other joy, talking about first in this campaign, shout out to Champ and Major. They the first dogs who are German Shepherd. They are the first rescue dogs to be in that White House.
Shut up.
It's hope for Mabel.
What?
Representation matters.
Mabel can be a White House dog.
Mabel can be, because prior to them, White House dogs was purebred, and they bought them from them camps and them puppy mills, and them they cost $3,000-$4,000 plus. Champ and Major was like Mabel, only $20 a pop.
Shut up.
They rescue dogs. And they can't wait. They German Shepherds. They can't wait to get to the White House because the White House ain't had no dogs since the Obamas. Because of course the Trumps like they don't got pets.
No,
of course they don't.
Of course they don't have pets.
But that made me happy that rescue dogs are now a part of the White House. You don't have to be purebred no more. You can be a mutt. It's hope for you, Mabel. Also, last thing, I know I already talked about Kay Harris, but listen, how long did the HBCU's Divine Nine folks gonna hold this win up? I ain't never seen so many colors and letters in my life.
I'm surprised I ain't heard you ski-wee.
For what?
For your sorrow.
I'm very happy for my sorrow. I'm not sure if AKA got her there, but unpopular opinion. But I am happy for my sorrow.
They put out a new stroll for her? They created a new stroll for her?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it called?
Listen, I don't know. I haven't strolled in a while.
Oh.
No, I'm just playing with y'all sorrows. Y'all can have y'all win, but am I petty for that? I've just been seeing a lot of Divine Nine people doing a little over the top for me.
Why?
I don't know.
A win for one AKA is a win for all the Divine Nine.
I don't say a win for AKA is a win for the Delta. But I just seen a lot of us showing out. I seen a lot of us with plastic pearls on. I seen a lot of us.
Hold on.
I seen a
plastic pearls. No, that's where I draw the line.
I've seen a lot of us with like our crossing gear on, little snug because of COVID. I've seen a lot of us really just performing. I've seen a lot of performative sisterhood. Maybe that's what it is. I'll just leave it there. Shout out to the K's.
Is that a new topic we need to have next week? Performative sisterhood.
Hey, we already talked about that. Yeah, I know what it is. Look it up. But no, shout out to her and all that good stuff. Last thing, y'all don't get me for this. Van Joe's crying.
Uh-oh.
I want to this has nothing to do with the crying. I want to normalize Black men crying and showing emotions. Mm-hmm. When Van Jones started to cry on that CNN, y'all, actually, I'm not even going to respond. What emotions or what feelings came up in you?
In me?
Near I want Near to answer, and then also the listeners. And again, I'm going to repeat. I want to normalize Black men crying, showing emotion. All of that. Love all of that. I love a man who able to cry, talk about his feelings, show. I love that. That is sexy. It turns me on. It's amazing. That shows you're emotionally healthy. But Van Jones.
Well, the feeling I got, it was more of a lip smack, and this nigga.
But this doesn't leave outside the Black Love Matters community.
No.
So if any colonizer or any other person like you see Van Jones, I'm like, yes, my God, he's so vulnerable and
just so moving
I love
as a
his
Black
vulnerability
man
and the way he speaks. And
as a Black man, it showed that I can be vulnerable as well because I looked up to.
So know that, y'all.
But
between us,
I said this nigga.
I felt like Method Man when he talked to Lorenz Tate. Remember when Lorenz Tate went up there? Y'all remember Power? Y'all think back a few months ago. Remember when Lorenz Tate went in and had to give a deposition, and he was performing, and what Method Man tell him?
You a lying ass nigga.
But you couldn't say that because Method Man would be in contempt of court.
Right.
I feel like if I say this too loud, I'd be in contempt of court.
Listen here.
I felt like Method Man, Lorenz Tate was Dan Jones.
When that nigga, and then he got them little pieces of Kleenex.
said,
I don't know
wait.
where them Kleenex came
No,
from.
that was a handkerchief that was engraved. So
He started patting his face.
He was just trying to hit his eye to make the water come. I think
said,
what's the
this
smelling
nigga-
salts? What's the thing you got to make your eyes water?
Oh
He
my
just put
God.
onion on it. He was trying to make his eye. I said he trying to cry. He wears some people who be trying to get COVID, who want COVID so bad.
The thing, the thing is, he trying to have another moment like he did last time. And the thing is, it wasn't as good as his last time.
I like Van. I like him.
I
Do
do
I
too.
love him? No. But do I like him? Yes.
But it can't be as good as the last time when he's like, "This is a lynching of Black
Did
America."
it
or
feel
something like that.
what? Now, y'all correct me. Y'all can be like, Nyambe, you wrong. You being hard on Van. Be nice to black men. I'll receive that, and I do. I like Van Jones. I do, and I support him. But when he bust them tears, look, this is me. You ever said somebody cry? You somebody at the funeral. You ever had somebody hollering so bad at the funeral that you can't even focus on your crying?
Yes.
That's what happened to me.
Oh
I said,
my
man, I was about to cry though.
And then you see that nigga, you be like, ah.
But again, outside of the Black Love Matters community, I appreciate his vulnerability. I love his sharing. He always speaks the truth to power, all the above. But amongst us, it's good Judy's.
This
What was
nigga.
going on there? Did y'all feel something? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. All right, we're going to do some shout outs, Nero.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you got anything else to say? I'm happy. I'm in a moment of joy. I'm happy to provide critique and all that stuff when it's needed, but they ain't even stepped foot in the White House. So don't anticipate Nyambe giving one bit of critique at least to 90 days into office. So, but we're talking about April. So don't come to Black Love Matters if you expect a critique about Joe Biden or Kamala Harris until April
Well,
of
I expect
2021.
something on day one.
What you want them to do on day one?
I want
A stimulus check.
I want a stimulus check.
Yeah.
What's them orders? I need some executive orders.
You want them
out.
executive? Well, you know what? That's actually been traditional. That's what Donald Trump did. I think Obama did one too, didn't he?
I want some executive orders. I need his ass to go ahead and abolish student loan debt.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can do that in 24 hours. Now. But I do hope that there is some unpacking to student loan forgiveness before the end of his presidency. I have an expectation for that too. Low key, my only expectation on day one is him doing like some mandates. Like, you got to wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, there will be some type of repercussion. Don't know what. Probably some financial, but niggas don't got no money, so I don't know what we're going to do with that. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if, depending on where COVID levels, to do a nationwide shelter in place. So, like, that's the type of shit I imagine happening day one, week one. But it depends. Like, January is far from now, and hopefully COVID is not continuing to rise. Jesus, hopefully we don't hit a ceiling. I don't know though.
No.
But if we haven't hit no ceiling, I could definitely see. I absolutely 100% see him put a mandate on mask wearing. Like, I don't see that going nowhere for like all of 2021. But now the shelter in place going to depend on how many cases. And that's honestly the only thing I see coming week one. And people getting pouty face.
Yeah, I do see a mandatory mask wearing.
Yeah, that's coming. Like, y'all prepare. So get your mask. Well, I'm hoping our listener already got it, but stack up on a few masks.
Masks
Get
is starting to
them.
become the new underwear.
It's the norm. Yeah, you just got to get them. But other than that,
no, I
don't
would
know
say
what
the
else.
new sock because it's like an accessory.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can do. I seen one platform they have it where you can match your mask to your dog bandana. I said, oh yeah, me and Nabel need to be out here stunting on our walks.
Look, me and Mabel gonna stun on these hoes.
But like, that's the only thing I see as an executive order. What else you see? Like, that seems like that has implications for the entire United States. A stimulus package.
Yeah, stimulus package.
Mask wearing and shelter in place.
And this is the other thing, y'all. Like, we need to, like, I know we celebrating, but we need to get ready for this runoff of the Senate that's happening in Georgia.
Yes, Georgia people. Can I vote in Georgia?
No,
Do
but
we all need to go
but
move
we
to Georgia?
can donate.
Yes, that's true.
So there are 2 seats that is up in Georgia for the Senate.
Yeah, that we can do
You
that.
got, and they're both going for runoffs. So you got
Explain a runoff, Nero.
a runoff.
I just learned that.
A
last
runoff is
year.
a new election. So I guess Georgia law says that if nobody has gotten the majority, so over 50%, like, it puts everybody in the runoff and they got to rerun with the top candidates, I think. So, you know, and they got 2 Senate seats. Like, one is a traditional 2-year Senate seat and the other one is a 6-year Senate seat. So the 2-year Senate seat, you have Raphael Warnock.
Yeah.
who's the black man. He's also a pastor who's running for like Senate.
Okay.
And then so he's in the lead for the 2-year seat.
Okay.
And then you got John Ossoff.
That's the 6 year.
Yeah, who's running against I can't remember.
I forgot that white man.
But he's running for the 6-year seat. And he's going against David Perdue.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, David Perdue he pulled ahead, but he did not make it over the 50%. So you got to get 50% in order to prevent a runoff. And since he didn't, they got to redo it again.
See, if this is another example, if we had the stacked ranking, I guarantee that Shane Hazel, the Libertarian Party, I bet the majority of them would have won for John.
Yeah.
And he could have won. Cool.
So,
we'll keep y'all updated on that. As we know that, I know we're not even based in Georgia, but we going to hit that over the head.
So
yeah, I agree. We're going to have to donate to that campaign. I don't care if it's $10. We're going to have to.
Yes. So this is what's going on. So, like, you got to be on look on this because, like, this is also, like, I feel like this is even more important than the presidency. Because the fact that, like, we'll have the House and Senate.
We can get some shit pulled off.
Get some shit pulled off.
Meaning, and not even biased towards like liberal folks, like shit we just need, right? Like I'm thinking again, stimulus packages.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if we're going to make some adjustments to the court, right? Like you need these folks to be on board, so we're not dragging our feet on it. Because that becomes the problem, is because it's like the back and forth.
It's the back and forth in the Senate and the House that nothing gets passed. And the thing is that if the Democrats take over the Senate, fucking Turtle Man won't be the majority House Senate.
Mitch McConnell
won't be the lead. So that's the thing, right? Is that the majority Senate leader is the one who
starts the bullshit.
Not even that, but like agrees and disagrees on like what is going to be brought to the floor.
Presented,
like what's going to be presented. So like they might have some stuff already done, but his ass won't even present it.
Yeah.
So just even having a new Senate majority leader and a Democrat that's able to like present more progressive laws and things of that sort.
That would be like, open. That would just let the door open, right? Because because that Mitch is a lot of shit that is being. When Nancy Pelosi was the lead, she kind of presented everything from both sides, right? Like even stuff she necessarily didn't agree with, and also stuff like that her team was pushing. But Mitch McConnell has been very strategic of what he pushing, what he does not push, which is his right. But like that's just the difference. Like let your people decide. Like he's not, and that was Nancy's philosophy. Like I'll let my people. She said, of course, this is egregious. No. Or it doesn't make any sense, not in our budget, no. But she's like, for the most part, this is why we have these people in these positions to figure out how we can move it forward. And that's not necessarily Mitch McConnell's viewpoint. And you see, he's a quick flip-flopper of the way that he handled even the Supreme Court, right? It was because of Mitch McConnell that this bitch got put in so quick.
Right.
And I'm with Nia. We don't acknowledge this new Supreme Court justice name. We just call it that bitch. We got her through. I don't know her name, so don't correct me. Nor am I interested.
Nope.
Cool.
So we got shout out on a Monday. So as always, you can hit us up on 5-star rating reviews on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher. You can shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K.
Yep.
Or you can send us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. I'm just checking to see if we had any 5-star reviews. I don't think so. Just the last time I checked it.
Yep.
No 5-star reviews from Apple. Don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is doing.
This was a very emotional week.
Listen here.
We are just now getting ourselves together. We are just now in the mood to listen to Kelly Clarkson.
I need a 5-star chick.
Pink is another person.
5-star chick. So we got one from Shanice. It says, hey, it says, Nero and Nayan, be first in peace and hope to you too. I'm ecstatic that you are COVID free. COVID scares are not to where it's at. The old tests make me feel like I should be taking out to dinner afterwards. That brain tickle ain't no joke.
That brain tickle is not a joke. I mean, it's doable, but it's no joke.
These are interesting times. I'm grateful for your content. P.S. So when are you going to do, when we are going to see the Ivy Park photo shoot?
Yeah, you should do that, Nero.
Y'all can see it if y'all know my other Instagram.
Nero is such a extra. This next one is from B. It says that it's to us. Okay, it says, are my episodes going? I'm still catching up on Amazon. show, but I realized some of the episodes are gone away from Apple Podcasts. Oh, so Apple Podcasts only does how many now?
I think the latest 100.
Latest 100. If you want to see all of our previous ones, you can go to our website or Spotify.
Yep. And those will actually be going to the Black Love Family website. So,
okay, they ain't there now. But if you're looking for our previous episodes, always starting at 1, you can go to our website or on Spotify. Anyway, I've been watching movies. Y'all talk about them. I was on the episode when y'all talked about When They See Us. Is there any way I can find old episodes? Oh, I already told you that. I'm glad to see that you both have kept up with this podcast. It's always just what I need. My opinion on the film movies y'all talked about. See, yesterday was a great movie, but I wish the ending would have been better. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It was by Spike Lee, or I would have been skeptical. His movies are always hit or miss. The "I love you, black man, black woman" line took me out. I had to rewind it just to experience that beauty again. Ma was trash. Sorry, Niams. I love Ma. With what's her name? I'm blanking on it. I see her now when she gave that pie of shit in The Help. Octavia Spencer. Oh my God! And then Octavia Spencer started hitting them with the he, and she started attacking them white kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. It was horrible, but it was horribly good. It was. Why can't we? What is that? That's called cult classics when they're horribly good.
Yeah,
that's what that was. When They See Us was painful to get through, but beautifully done. I agree. Queen Ava has done it again. I look forward to continue listening to the show. Much love, B.
Alrighty, let's see.
Oh, we probably should respond. And if you listening, I think I archived that. We should probably respond to her because she's like so far behind. This person's so far behind that they're not going to hear. The response to that. I need to look up and be like, check out our web podcast. Okay. What do we got? We got some voicemails. Are we good? Or what's going on?
We got voicemails.
All right. What's the first
one?
Hey,
Black Love Matters family. This is Yamasi Niram Nambi. This is my first time calling in. I've been a listener. My ex originally got me into the show, but he's no longer with us, but the show is. I just had to call and say I am having a good key over this latest episode. Niram, I'm glad you got your Beyonce fit, but the fact that some people rolled up on you and first asked if you were doing a music video and then asked if you were in charge of cheaters, I can't. I'm not going to make it. I literally choked on my drink.
Heroin is a powerful drug.
Doing errands during the golden hour. I'm not going to make it.
Drug.
Yeah, I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard when you said that your friend got the Rona, and I had to pause it when your friend was like, I have to call people. I said, Nearly may need some new friends, or you may just have to cut him out your circle.
He's 20
unless you educate him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know. But maybe the story gets better. I'm gonna keep listening to the episode and see what happens. But I just want to let y'all know y'all are giving me a good laugh on a Sunday. Yeah. So hope all is well. For Nambi, I'm also with you. I am not ready for the tracksuits yet. I think I have another 20 years before that happens. So I'm with you there. Hey, Mabel, and have a good one, guys. Bye.
Tracksuits is a little old, and don't get me wrong, I like a tracksuit, but I just think to wear a tracksuit from head to toe is a lot.
Listen,
you have to be of a certain maturity to wear them.
I'm gonna go to the next voicemail.
Y'all ain't gonna get me.
Listen here, I'm in formation.
I like tracksuit as separates. I like to wear a track jacket with some jeans or some leggings, or the leggings with a nice sweat, or the track pants with a sweatshirt. But just wearing the whole outfit, you got to coordinate.
Hey y'all, it's Tanajel. Just doing a little quick check-in. I'm listening to the recent episode, and y'all got me in here laughing. Nana Yummy giving Janet Jackson and For Cover Girls because Miriam then came home talking about he got the damn COVID, or he might have the COVID. Okay, but I'm glad y'all are all right.
Yeah,
I just don't understand why men got to be so damn stupid all the time. Why y'all got to be so irresponsible? Well, not you, Miriam, but your friends must be silly. But yeah, I just called to do a little brief check-in and talk about this damn election. I have never, and I'm 29, in all my years, seen an election last this damn long. Girl, it's gonna be Biden or it's gonna be Trump. Which one is it? Because I'm really over it at this point. They both is ass, but I'd rather be under Biden than Trump.
Exactly.
And I'm ready to just go ahead and You know we need a breather. We need to try to be celebrating at this point.
I know.
You know black people need something this year.
We need a win.
We have lost a lot. I mean, just in the course of lifetime, but
yes,
we just really need something that we can celebrate. So, I'm just holding my breath. Yeah. Hopefully, we get a Biden Kamala presidency, and we can go celebrate safely though.
Yes.
And that's all I really called for. Hope y'all have a good day, and hey, Mabel.
Well, let's see what else you got. Oh, shit. Y'all all right now?
Oh, it's Tanaja again. I had one more thought.
What you got?
So, I've been seeing a lot of brown people, Mexican, Latino, and some black people that's really going in for Trump. And I want to know what it is that they see in this president that the rest of us can't. Because I just, damn roosters, I don't know if y'all can hear them, but I just really don't understand, like, even if you are Republican, fine, but this particular Republican president,
it don't make sense. It didn't make sense.
He's sick. He is crazy, and I don't know what's going on with that skin. It's just too many wrong things about him specifically, and all of the hatred and stuff that he has, kind of shed light on and erupted and encouraged. I just don't see how you could how you can put that to the side just to say, I'm going to still vote Republican. I just don't get that. We have a guy at my job, like I told you before, I've been working, for the census and wrapping up. And yesterday, and I have no shame. Look, I don't like certain kind of people, supremacist people, white people. I don't bite my tongue about stuff like that. And yesterday he had said, they was like, yeah, he a Republican. I said, oh, you a Republican? He said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. Don't talk to me anymore. I couldn't even help myself.
Oh my goodness. Oh, she come back.
Yeah, she came back. Yeah, like sometimes you be like,
but I was just like, don't talk to me anymore, because it's not like I said. You can vote however you want to vote. I just feel like with this particular person in office, if what he is doing has not disturbed you at all, then I have a problem with it. So yeah, I was just like, oh well, don't talk to me. And everybody be thinking I be joking, but I'm like so serious.
Right, you're not playing.
Get your ass out of my face, sir, because you sound crazy. You doing okay. You own one business, and now you think voting Republican is the best for you and people that look like you. I don't know. I mean, hey, do you? But stay the hell away from me. But anyway, I just want to say that I really don't understand the brown folks that just like, it's not that bad, guys. Girl, yes it is. But anyway.
Some people just gotta be contrarians on some real shit. Like some people just want to they live to be contrarians.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. Let's see what else we got.
Cool.
Good afternoon, Black Love family. This is Kawana calling again from Louisiana. I'm calling in after I listened to the one about the sisterhood. Let me tell you, as I'm sitting here, you are reading me for filth, and it is very enlightening. So first of all, you're right. We mimic what we see in our elders and our mothers. My mom doesn't have a lot of friends, neither do I. And it's not that I don't want them or don't have a strong sister or female circle, but it's just not what I saw growing up. My mom was definitely the one saying that women will betray you, and there's a little bit of colorism attached to it, and she'd say that she never trusts red or light women because they will betray you. Then you asked the question about What Woman Hurt You? And I'm thinking back to my best good friend I met first day of high school over 20 years ago. Her and I are no longer friends. And I think the greatest hurt came from her. She happens to be a light-skinned girl. Please don't tell my mama that that's true or that had anything to do with it. But that betrayal came from when she had her first son. And I was there every moment. After she had him, he spent more than half of his initial time with me before he went with her. And she decided to make someone else his godmother. And at the services, after she made someone his godmother, he went home with me as normal. When I tell you, nothing hurt as much as that. And I am still to this day recovering. But it was a great episode. Good discussion, something I'll be posing to my coworkers tomorrow, a bunch of sisters. Well, thank you again. It's always a pleasure. Look forward to hearing you. Keep doing what you do. And Mabel, I got a boyfriend for you. His name Dees. He's 4 pounds. He won't see what that ass do. Y'all have a great night.
Mabel be shaking. Mabel got a big old booty. Especially when she get her winter weight on her.
Oh my God.
It got so cold out in the bay that we had to put on a sweater on and we went for our little walk. But thank you, sis, for that voicemail. And like, even I know we were talking about friends and not a lot of friends. Like, I don't even think it's about having a ton of friends, but like your viewpoint on it. And thank you for being so honest and vulnerable with that. And like, that's just one step in unpacking, our lived experiences.
It most certainly is.
Of course.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
It's Chanel. Yeah. I see why I fell asleep on bad hair. They really could have kept that. I mean, it was cool or whatever, but
it's just a folklore.
They could have kind of kept that.
Yeah.
Watching Bernie Mac, just reminiscing on old times.
Yeah.
Just really
shit.
like, I'm 26, living through this pandemic.
Exactly.
Waking up and seeing the Matrix for what it is.
What a time to be alive.
God.
Listen.
But I have a question.
What's up?
A question. So, with the George Floyd situation, I felt compelled to send the CEO an email, and I got a nice response because now we're having diversity trainings and we're bringing up awareness, which is cool, which is great. But now we're just kind of stuck on identifying the biases in everyday life and in the workplace. But I don't know, like, what to ask them. How do we move forward? What's the next step? If you have any advice, any tips, I mean, I just really said what I said to him, and that was that, because I just wasn't going to sit my black ass up there and work for the man, and you don't know how I feel. But with all this, I'm grateful for the changes, and I'm grateful for how they're moving through the company and the trainings and the conversations. And but I think they're really lost, and I don't really know what to tell them or where to move forward. So if you have any advice, I'd like to hear it. Other than that, dang, I forgot the name of the movie I was watching. I'm going to tell y'all to check it out.
She called back.
Oh, I just want to answer that question. Okay. Oh, I don't know if she's going to talk more about it, but I think, especially if it's not your job, you don't got to focus on it that much. But I think some high level things you can say is like, I love how we're at like the first level of awareness, but now how do we take it to operationalizing it? And I think operationalizing can look multiple ways. So it can be in the form of retention, right? Like, so again, like we've talked about these things. Now, what do we do with it? So one way to start is to make sure your folks of color feel as if they have safe, secure places to be. So that can be him partnering with HR to see like what retention measures that are in place for folks of color in the org, right? You might just not want to say black, you want to have it more holistic. Other areas of it is like putting your money where your mouth is. So I don't know if your company has quarterly OKRs or key objectives, and to see like, if we're really about this language in this business, how are we incorporating it into the things we do and measurable outcomes? So just as you create quarterly metrics when it comes around diversity when it comes around your day-to-day business, how are we creating quarterly objectives or metrics when it comes around diversity? And that can be in many ways, right? It can be around a certain percentage of the org taking X amount of training. It can be a part of bringing invited speakers. It can be anything from, I don't know what type of work y'all do, but if you work with external vendors, are those folks of color? Are there retention programs that are put in place, right? Like, you really want to get to this point where you're thinking about diversity and equity as a part of your DNA. And if it's a part of your DNA, it needs to be included in every level of the work that you do. So I think that's a good way to talk about it. And especially them being manager, director, they should be able to run with it, right? So I think the next step is, how do we make it a part of who we are? In that way, do you traditionally do that, especially in white spaces, is putting it on the paper. Like, do you even have a diversity statement? Is there a commitment? Like, what does that mean? Like, you know, is there anywhere where that when shit hit the fan, we can be like, well, our commitment says we can't do X, Y, and Z, right? Like, so I think those are some areas to start. But go ahead.
That's what the people be talking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Just trailed me on off.
Hey, that's how the voice
Something about movies.
What movie you was watching?
Oh well.
Okay.
I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, what's good to watch on TV?
Yeah.
Power Books was off. Lovecraft is over.
Everything gone.
I mean,
I know.
Oh, what's that one we just got done watching?
Sisters is back on. Do y'all watch Sisters?
On HBO Max.
It's cool. It's cute. It's cute with BT and Tyler Perry. Here for loving a full black cast.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
But I'm just rambling at this point because I don't remember exactly what I was talking about off those good old Zah. Well, y'all just have a wonderful week.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear back from y'all and hear the stories of how the voter registration up in Philly, or I'm not sure exactly what it was. How it goes, how it turns out. Y'all be blessed. Can't wait to hear from y'all again.
All right.
Thank you. We're watching something on HBO that's pretty good. It's called The Undoing. It's Nicole Kidman. And who's that Englishman?
I don't know.
The one who played in Notting Hill with the teeth. Why don't I say Hugh? It's not Hugh Hefner. What is the guy name? You got to put in cast. Oh, goes to the bottom. Scroll. There you go. Hugh Grant. I know it was Hugh something. I said Hugh Hefner. So it's Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant. And also Donald Sutherland in it, who's also an OG in the game. It's really, really, really good. I recommend, if y'all got time to watch it, to go ahead and watch it. I don't even know where to begin, right? Like, rich, wealthy family in Upper East Side of New York. You think everything sounds good. Woman end up dead. Babies in pictures, and you trying to figure out who killed who, and all these white people look like they got a lot to lose, so all these white people look like they can kill somebody.
Yeah.
And you trying to pull the pieces together to be like, well, who said that? It's very interesting. It's a little darker, but it's a good one.
Yes. She called back, so I guess she figured out what she was talking about.
Oh, don't do that.
One more.
Okay.
I remembered the name of it.
Oh, what is it?
It wasn't a movie. It's a TV show on Netflix. Grand Army. It's like a new age Degrassi.
Okay.
But it just really puts in perspective, like, the kids and the high schoolers are really living through these crazy times that we as adults are still maneuvering through. And it just made me sit back and it just really gave a real good perspective, a good aha moment. Y'all should check that out. Watch it if you haven't watched it, or if you have watched it, let me know what you think of it too. Okay. All right. I'm out for real.
All right, bye.
Sounds. Ooh, Niram's a hater.
Ain't nobody hating.
Niram stay hating.
What am I hating about?
Go ahead, Niram.
Next voicemail.
What's the next voicemail?
Let's see here. Who else called this?
Hey, Niram and Iambi. Hey. So my name is Emerald. I've never called in before. I think I've done a 5-star, but if not, I'm going to hang up when I'm done and do that anyway.
Please do.
But I think the point about performative sisterhood really hit. Me personally, I'm a doula, a birth worker, and I have a collective of other ladies. There's 8 of us now. And we're just getting to the point 2 years in that we genuinely uphold each other, know each other, respect each other, and carry each other, right? Yes. Like previous, it was like we wanted that sisterhood with each other. That's why we became a collective. Yes. It's called the Umogeneia Collective. Check us out in Rhode Island. But anyway, so I'm just saying that, like, that was our intention. We were very intentional. We were all women who had trained together and decided to do the birth work together. But at the same time, it, like Niram said, like growing that trust factor, it takes time. So I really do appreciate what y'all said about that.
I do think that there's some weird stress on us as Black women to always do that and uphold each other. When you're right, Nyambi, I don't know if white women roll like that. But we can only speak from our experience.
Yeah.
So I just had to call in and say that I very much appreciated this conversation. And again, I will be doing 5 stars ASAP. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's something we should always reflect on because we want to do better as a people and uphold it. But, white women be flipping on each other in a minute. But anyway, I ain't going to go there. But yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. We can do better. We don't got to beat them.
Hey, Miriam and Iambi. So this is Emerald calling back.
Hey.
To say for the women who don't deal with it. There's so much power in us upholding each other, respecting each other, and actually having each other's back.
Yeah.
Some of the realest motherfuckers I've ever known have been women.
Yep.
I have women on my team that's been my girls since 11, we 41,
Yep.
So I really think that anybody who says that is missing out on, tapping into that part of themselves, maybe their divine feminine. And so actually this, one of the podcasts that I mess with is called Coconut Oil, Stardust, and Dope Vibes. Tamara Angela talks about this and talks about who were the women that surrounded your mom, right? What was the actual experience that you saw actively? And so that could also be a lot to do with it, right? Like, did your mom have a circle or at least a couple of down-ass, female friends that she knew had her back and you saw have her back? Or was she alone? Like, I think a lot of that really matters in going back to that generational stuff and really tapping in, clearing out that energy. And so, Nyambi, I feel you. I'm not a Christian. I am on my crooked path as well with my spirituality. So mote it be. Miriam. But yeah, so I just thought that was very interesting, very cool, and I love the podcast. I love things.
Yeah.
I love y'all. Go and get 5 stars. Bye-bye.
I mean, that is something to it. And even I want to even just clarify even more. Like, I'm not saying that it ain't bitches I don't fuck with. Because it's absolutely bitches I don't fuck with. But my heart is still open to other women. Right? Just because they show out, I don't have this idea that all women or all Black women fall into that trap. And I think that's when I get turned off when people are like, oh, bitches be fucking up. One time when I was 3, this bitch stole my rattle. I ain't fuck with no bitches since. And you be like, what, sis?
The rattle?
You be like, I'm trying not to pinpoint people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be like, what? Like, ain't no? And then I'm like, well, you need to ask the Lord for the power of discernment. Because it's trash ass niggas out here, trash ass bitches, and you just have to know how to wade through the water when it comes to them, and also know everyone's not for something. So I love that, right? Like, I love being in spaces with I love just feminine energy, honestly. Like, I get filled up by being around other women. I like being like vulnerable around other women. I love learning from other women. I always admire, even I think to my like friends who have kids, I admire like their mothering skills. And like, I feel like, especially even since a lot of my girlfriends have become mothers, I feel like they have mothered me in ways that I didn't even know I need mothering, that my mom hasn't been able to do it. Right. It's just so many jewels and gems and keystones that you can get by just surrounding yourself. And don't get me wrong, I have male friends too. Right. But when I just think of impactful relationships, there 9 times out of 10 is women who've given me that relationship. I don't know. Do you have the same experience now? Where are your most impactful relationships? Are they with your male friends or female friends? Like, I don't know if it's a gender divide. I don't know if it's just women.
It's a 50-50.
The divine women energy that just stands out for me. But like, women have always stepped up and showed out for me.
I think it's 50-50 for me.
Okay. Tell me more.
I just think about my friend groups, right? And I think it's about split half. And I think, like, I have childhood friends that are both male and female who like we have a deep connected relationship with.
Yeah, true.
I think the other part is that when it comes to more mentorship, I get more mentorship from males.
Yeah. So do you get that same connection from like your male friends or your male mentors? Do you feel as if you've been fathered by some of them? Like, how is that energy the same or no?
I think that's a good question. Do I feel like I've been fathered? Yes, in a sense, especially having no father in my life.
Yeah.
Yes, there is some sense of fathership there. Yeah. But I also think there's also a sense of like, I guess that is fathership, right? Of like, like, let me help you to the next level. Like, let me impart on you the knowledge I have.
Yep, wisdom. Yeah.
Wisdom to help you get to the next level. So, yes.
And also another thing, elephant in the room. Sometimes we think when we hit a certain age that we can no longer be parented. Right. But I think of ourselves as eternally evolving. I'm an eternal kid, right? Like, you always have those pieces of your childhood, that pieces of being a kid, right? That still is craving that parenting. And I think, especially even as I get older, I realize those areas more and more. And I think before, when I was a little younger, when that child like Nyambi would come out and I would have someone try to parent me, I would push back on it. But now I feel like I'm so much more receptive to it. And knowing that parenting has nothing to do with age, right? Like, I have people who are my age, maybe even a little younger, right? But they just have different lived experience. But allowing them to parent and guide me through has just been so beneficial. And honestly, it's also like that deep sigh we felt, right? To, like, I know Iyanla teases. She's like, you got to pull them in. Like the metamorphical, am I the word? The metaphor for like being pulled into the bosom. And not even for that person doing it, but you have to release and let that happen. Yeah. Right? Because you ever had someone try to give you a hug and you like push them back and it's like and they're like, I'm going to give you this love, you want it or not. But something that just happens when you release to that, and usually that's when you get the ugly Iyanla cry. What's that man on Iyanla? Like, it's something to that. And I do think folks are missing some healing, some peer healing, some parenting, some loving, right? Some of that wisdom that you just get from having, women and men in your circle.
Yeah. And I think, full stop. Yeah. Yes. Who else we got?
Niggas want to see me dance in these $1,000 pants. Now, where you coming from my song?
That boy, Sada Baby is a trip.
A Gen Z. But I still will hop out the car, okay?
Sada Baby is a trip.
I cannot. Naomi, you took me out with that. But that song is kind of cool, though. Why you don't like it? Maybe TikTok.
I do.
I don't know. But
TikTok
I have to go back and finish listening to this episode. But I just had to say something too. Naomi, don't come for my phone now. Come on, girl. We better than that.
That's the Sada Baby. I think I'm coming for Sada Baby. I think I'm coming for dudes in Detroit with dreadlocks. Lots.
Why?
I don't know. Him, T Grizzly. You be loving them. They like your good Judy. They be your cousins, and then they just do something off the wall. You be like, why? Why did you do that? we love you enough? No.
Let's see what else we got.
I mean, even his name, Sada Baby. Jesus.
Hey there, Manabi. It's Fred Barron. It's 6:33, and I'm on my way to work. And I was just thinking to myself, while this whole election thing is still going on, that I'm not disappointed or shocked or anything. I think I'm just plainly seeing that the fact that this is a tense race for the presidency and everything that goes along with it. I don't have any real wild emotions when it comes to it right now because we just don't know, and a lot of information is coming out when a lot of the information should just wait until things are tallied and let us know who has what states. I just find it really telling that for every state and county and district and everything and everyone that's involved in voting for Donald Trump, that these votes are racist. And it is about keeping a racist in and keeping an infrastructure that people don't want to change, because regardless of what people say that their reasons are for keeping him there, it's racism. That's all I I'm back. It's racism. Just straight to the point, because of everything that he has clearly mishandled. You know, I just, for the life of me, all I have to say is wow. Wow that he has as many states and delegates voting for him and keeping him in, and I should never be surprised. Yet I find myself being surprised, because you'd think that people would want better. I thought that people would want to be out of this pandemic, would want to be in a better situation, but they don't. And for people that are more concerned about rebuilding the economy and the country, you can't do that with sick people. You can't do that with people that can get sick. You have to fix that problem and then move forward. But just like coronavirus is a problem, the current president is a problem, just like coronavirus. It's one and the same. And the longer that they both inhabit a space, it's just a horrible time for not just family, and it's still telling. It's really
crazy. It's crazy out here.
Still wants.
Yeah, and that's the craziness, right?
It's me again. Hopefully I can wrap this up. But the way I look at it is that when people want Trump still in office, they want that racism. They don't see it as a problem. And people feeling and thinking and saying on national television that, you know, regardless of who wins, and it's usually white folks, that, you know, we can go back to respecting each other. We haven't began to even start to respect each other. So I don't know how we would continue to do that with the president that doesn't value other people's lives, with the president that promotes levels of violence that should never be tolerated, and yet continuously is tolerated, and more people seem to just jump on that bandwagon. And for black men, and especially in the music industry and things like that, how many more times do we have to keep telling you guys to stay away from Trump? That he has nothing to give. He's not going to give anything. He has no plan. He's not going to have a plan for us. And right now he's running a huge plantation. That's all that this is. I'm like, Donald Trump is running a plantation. I'm like, that's it. So we will see what happens. You guys, so then be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, he called back again.
Dear sir and madam, this is Red Baron.
What's up?
And you must know what I'm calling for.
Yep.
So I play episode 353. I'm doing the shoulder shimmy because I'm enjoying the opening, like I always do. And then I hear a video that is reminiscent to one that I have heard frequently and have been getting my life from. And let me tell you that while I'm driving at work and my mouth is wide open, hearing it all over again, and I am bald, just bald, because I couldn't believe you two opened this podcast with the whole video to its entirety, I was hollering. It was the best thing ever. And honestly,
it's hilarious. I love it.
It's 2020 in a whole. Mm-hmm. It's 2020 in its entirety. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. And
it is.
Whew, about all that other stuff, I'm glad that you guys don't have COVID.
Yes.
But also at the same time, it's one of those things about being safe around folks. And one slip up from one person can just carry to, I can just carry to other folks. And it's one of those things to where, even though this is going to sound a little weird, but this is as close as application as I feel like I can make it, that COVID...
Why you say it like that?
No, I was just saying. Yeah, that COVID shit was no joke.
Okay, I'm back. So, the thing with COVID is, you basically really have to protect yourself, and
you do.
And COVID, even though it's a whole respiratory virus and everything, I look at it as an ST, as an sexually transmitted infection, and it's like not that it's so easily caught, but it's everything after. It's all the people that you have to contact, and you have to say, go get tested, go get tested, go get tested, go get tested. And, you just can't be free with yourself like that. I'm not sex shaming or anything like that, but it's, you got to be careful and you got to vet who you get involved with. And I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to say any prayers because, that's scary to have you guys on here and, to have Niram recount that whole thing and then to basically have this nigga say that, well, I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, we got to cuss him out.
It had to take some restraint
for
Niram to not lay hands on him because he got Niram exposed by extension. He got, Naomi had to be worried.
And I ain't nowhere.
And it wasn't just the fact that all his plans got messed up. It was, hell, we got to get tested quick to find out where things were at. So this is pretty much my second time listening to it today, but I'm so glad that you guys are okay, stay okay, and it is perfectly okay to
And this nigga got the nerve to talk about, when we gonna work out again.
No. We do Zoom calls.
Not no Zoom workout. Nigga got the nerve to talk about, hey, bro, when we gonna work out again? Shit.
And I said, Niram ain't living with me no more.
Now I'm talking about you about to move in with that nigga then,
I guess we got a different arrangement. We got to come on Black Love Matters and tell them the truth because you can't come back up in here. That ain't gonna work. Me and Mabel got to figure out custody.
Oh my God.
When Mabel gonna be with y'all, when she gonna be with me, then we gonna have to get her shaved. I don't know.
Talking about COVID living in her fur. You dumb. Well, as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To leave a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K. To leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud, and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. Once again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to you later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.